Check, check. We all set? All right. Welcome, everybody. All right. This evening, we're going to be working with yogic rhythmic breathing, and then it's going to be sound bath. There's going to be times when the sound bath pauses, and there's going to be a little instruction with the breath, and then the sound bath will come back in. Yogic rhythmic breathing is all about deep relaxation. It predates kind of this modern breath work. I've found it in 3 books, one from 1904, one from 1908, and then one from 1999. So it's an old breathing technique. The intention with yogic rhythmic breathing is to get you into your rhythm, to relax into a deep space. And there's going to be steps. We'll start with that, and then there'll be some sound bath, and then we'll come back to the breath and move into a little bit of visualization and directing some healing energy or life force energy. This is really the best time to do this breathwork practice because it's the equinox. And this practice is all about the inhale and exhale being equal, and then there's a pause in between on either end that is equal, but half of the inhale and exhale. So if you've done rebirthing breathwork with me, which is usually what I'm guiding in groups, there's no pause. It's connected breathing. So this is very different. What we're going to be looking at is a 6-count inhale, a 3-count pause, a 6-count exhale, and a 3-count pause. The count is going to be to your heartbeat, to your rhythm. And this is kind of the training wheels. We're going to get started with counting with your heartbeat to this kind of basic framework to get you started, and what you're looking for is a swing. So if you can glance up at me for a second. So it's kind of like this. You're inhaling for 6, and then it's this kind of 3 where you're hovering. You're holding the inhale open. You're not holding back the exhale. You're not holding your breath, but you're just keeping everything open for a count of 3, and then coming back for the exhale for a count of 6, and then this pause. It's kind of shaped like a rectangle. And I think this is where box breathing originated. But what you're looking for is a very fluid kind of swing that hovers on either end to your rhythm. And we'll get started with that, and then we'll move into letting go of the count. And just once you feel that rhythm, you stay with the breath. And what you're looking for is the inhale and exhale are the same count, and the pause is about half. So what works for you might be 4 and 2. We'll try out 6 and 3 to get started, or maybe 8 and 4, 10 and 5. But really, we're looking for this swing in the breath, and we'll start off with our heartbeat. And then we will move on from there. But this is kind of like the basics, getting the training wheels going, and then taking it from there. So, okay, now you can relax, you can lay down or sit up. This, when we're doing the long version, like we'll be doing this for an hour, laying down is really best. But if you, through your day, decide I want to do a little rhythmic breathing to relax, sitting up might be a better option if it's just 5 or 10 minutes. But you want to be fully relaxed. And during this, it's very organic and natural. So if you need to take a break and just listen to the sound and then come back to the breath, the swing of the breath, Be very gentle with yourself, and it's really about keeping it really relaxed. And sometimes what you'll notice is that when you stick with this for the amount of time we're going to do, you can get into a really unique, delightful, altered state that is super deep relaxation. All right. So before we start the official yogic rhythmic breathing, let's just kind of get our breath ready. And that means breathing in the belly. So just notice your body. You can close your eyes. Notice your body and notice the relaxation. Really let your body relax. The more we relax the body, the more the breath will move into the belly, the more the diaphragm will become free. The more we focus the breath in the belly, the more it will help the body relax. So it's this two-way communication. Just feel into your back body, where you're pressing down, where gravity is holding you. Mother Earth is holding you. You're supported, you're held. Just really relax into that. You can relax your eyes, let your eyes unfocus. Anytime we focus the eyes, it narrows the diaphragm, gets the diaphragm ready to take action. So as you relax your eyes, you can maybe feel into your lower side ribs and maybe take a nice, smooth, deep, long inhale into your lower side ribs as you relax your eyes and unfocus your eyes. Imagine the width around the solar plexus area. And then check in with your jaw. Let your jaw relax. Check in with where it hinges around the ears, your palate, your tongue, your throat, base of the skull, and coming down into the shoulders. The shoulders are the great guardians of the heart, and they do a really good job. So you can just let them relax, let them fall away from each other. And just coming down the abdomen, letting everything relax, and coming down into the lower back, the belly, the pelvic floor. And really relax into your hips, your sacrum, your pelvic floor, and just give the breath space to move in the belly. Letting your arms and legs relax, your fingers and toes. And just start to let the breath move at the navel, so you can feel the navel rising and setting down. Just let the breath slow down. We really want the breath to just be in the belly, and the heart center can rest. Just notice that for a little while, the breath moving in the belly, the body relaxed. And then notice if you can feel your heartbeat. And then if you need to, you can find your heartbeat with your wrist or your neck. This is just temporarily. We're going to find our heartbeat in a relaxed position. Allowing the breath to move in the belly. And just feel that rhythm of your heart. That's your rhythm. So just to practice, as you feel your beat, and it might be around 60 beats per minute, it might be more or less, but if you can't find your heartbeat, use 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, that 60 beats per minute count. But if you can find it, just feel into that, and then just practice counting. As you feel your heartbeat, 1, 2, 3, just kind of practice what it's going to be like to count with your heartbeat. All right, welcome, newcomers. We are doing yogic rhythmic breathing. So what we're looking for is nice relaxed belly breath, and we're going to breathe to our heartbeat. So go ahead and take your time and just find a nice relaxed position, comfortable spot. And then once you get settled in, you're going to find your heartbeat. And that's going to be your rhythm, your count. And it's going to change. It's going to shift. Sometimes it shifts between inhale and exhale. The more you relax, the more it'll slow down. So once you've found your rhythm, your heartbeat, we're going to be breathing in for a count of 6 beats, suspending that inhale for a count of 3, exhaling for a count of 6, and pausing for a count of 3. And looking for that swing of the breath. So that count of 3 after the inhale might be a little bit of the inhale just slowing down and then slowly changing directions. So let it be organic and natural, and look for the swing with the 6-3, 6-3 count. If your heart is beating a little fast, you might do 4-2. If your heart is very relaxed and slow, you might do 8-4. So find what works for you. And this is just to get you started into the feeling of the swing of the breath. Keeping it in the belly, breathing in, suspending it, breathing out, letting it pause. Just this nice swing of the breath. Just stay with that for a few minutes. If your mind starts to wander, that's fine. Just come back to your heartbeat, the count of the breath, the feeling of the swing. It's nothing you have to figure out. You can let your mind know that there'll be plenty of time to think about things later. Just return to the attention on the breath. Equal part inhale and exhale, and about half for the pauses in between. Just notice where your attention is at. The breath moving, the swing of the breath. It may be that 6-3, 6-3 count. Maybe 8-4, 8-4 feels better. In the suspension at the end of the inhale, you can make sure that everything is relaxed. In the pause at the end of the exhale, you can drop deeper into that relaxation. And once you feel the swing, you can just let go of the count and keep your focus on the feeling of the breath swinging. And you might increase the depth. And just as day and night are balanced and equal for the equinox, that can be represented in the breath. Inhale and exhale are the same length. Each of the pauses is the same length as the other pause. So we're finding that equilibrium and balance in the breath. Anytime the mind wanders or you relax away from thought and then come back, you can just come back to the first step, breathing with your heartbeat. 6 beats on the inhale, 3 beats as you suspend the inhale, 6 beats on the exhale, and 3 on the pause. Finding the swing of the breath. We'll take a couple more minutes with that, and then we'll move on to the next step. Check in that the breath is moving in the belly, just noticing the swing of the breath. Now we're going to bring in a little bit of a direction, a gentle, clear direction to your body and to the life force energy around you. The healing life force energy that surrounds you, that is present everywhere. As you breathe in, you are breathing in an abundance of healing life force energy. As you suspend the inhale, that energy moves to your solar plexus. As you exhale, that healing energy disperses to every cell of your body. Fingers, toes, crown, every cell. And then as you pause at the end of the exhale, your body absorbs and soaks it in. So you can just start to think, breathing in, I am breathing in an abundance of energy. And then as you suspend the inhale, that energy moves to my solar plexus. As you exhale, that energy disperses to every cell of my body. As the breath pauses, my body absorbs it. Breathing in an abundance of healing life force energy. You can imagine your solar plexus becomes a sun, your solar center. And then that energy radiates from your solar center on the exhale into every cell. You're nourishing every cell of your body, and your body absorbs it. So now bring that in with the swing. Just those thoughts directing the energy. It's like a gentle command, a gentle direction. Breathing it into the lungs, it moves to the solar plexus. On the exhale, it disperses. And then the next step is to see it, to visualize it. So how do you see healing life energy? Do you imagine a golden light coming into your body, being brought into the lungs, moving to the solar plexus? Is it crystalline? Is it clear? Is it warm? Is it soft? So start to visualize that energy. On the inhale, you're breathing it in. On the suspension, it moves into the solar plexus. On the exhale, it moves to every cell of the body. And then in that pause, you can feel the body relax and absorb that energy. And if your mind starts to wander, you can just come back to this or come back to the first step of the heartbeat and the count. So I'm going to return to the bowls. Stay with this visualization, breathing in the energy, nourishing your body with it. Notice your breath moving in the belly as you feel into that swing of the breath. You can make the inhale and exhale longer if more depth feels good. Breathing in an abundance of healing life force energy. It moves to the solar plexus. Exhaling, it disperses to every cell. Your body absorbs it. And once you've filled your body and every cell, you can pick a place in your body that might need healing, might need a little extra energy. Could be your eyes, could be an ankle, could be your hips or your lower back, your jaw. And then when that exhale starts, that energy moves from the solar plexus directly to the spot of your choice. And that area absorbs it. Breathing in an abundance of life force energy, dispersing it wherever you want. Visualizing it as light or liquid or warmth, however you see it. Notice the swing of the breath. Deepen the relaxation. Just keep letting your body relax. As you breathe in this life force energy, this healing energy, and as you send it into your body wherever you want, you can also bring in a thought, an affirmation. I am now safe, loved, and wanted. I now matter. I am alive. I am vital. Whatever you would like to plant into your neural pathways, your subconscious, in this state, as you keep that swing of the breath, breathe in a new thought that you would like to adopt and let it soak in. You can continue to breathe in the energy and direct it into your body. You can just relax into the swing of the breath. You can also absorb new thoughts, new beliefs, positive statements about life, about yourself. I belong. I am on purpose. Whatever you need. You can come back to that rhythm of the breath, the swing of the breath, anytime you've noticed that you've wandered. And you can play with it. You can breathe in a little deeper. Maybe notice what it feels like to take a deep breath and suspend it, hold it open, and let the exhale set down and pause, lengthening perhaps the inhale and exhale. You can deepen the breath, you can deepen your relaxation around the breath, staying with the swing of the breath. Breathing in, healing life force energy, sending it to every cell or sending it to a specific area, bringing in a thought. Stay present with yourself, the swing of the breath. You can notice your heartbeat and breathe with your heart. Notice the swing of the breath. In the belly, the breath moving. You can imagine you're floating on warm, buoyant water. The movement of the breath is like the movement of the waves. Stay with the swing, stay with the breath. Direct it however you would like. A few more breaths with the swing as you start to come back. Let those inhales be long and full, and just really breathe into your whole body. Breathe all the way down to your toes. Set the exhale down slowly. Fill your belly. Let the breath come up your back body to the back of your heart, base of your skull. Just find some depth, some nice, slow, deep breaths. You can let go of the swing when you're ready. Breathe deep down to your fingers and toes, breathing awareness, awakeness back into the body. Just notice which part of your body is ready to move first. Is it a little toe, pinky finger, an elbow, the neck? And just as very slowly allow the body to start to move, small increments, a little bit at a time, just bringing a little bit of movement back in a way that feels good. Taking a couple more long, slow, full breaths, just breathing into every cell. And in the next inhale, find a hum. Breathing in, just start to make a humming sound. Another breath in. Let it come from your heart, a deep hum. And then one more long, slow inhale. Let your whole body, let every cell hum. As you prepare to set up, bookmark something in your body that feels really good, whether it's your breath, a specific area, the weight, the warmth. Really bookmark it. Find a kinesthetic bookmark that you can come back to anytime you need to relax deeply. It might be a thought, an affirmation. Take a minute, find that bookmark. Maybe that feeling of the swing of the breath. And when you're ready, you can shift onto your side, roll onto your side for a bit, and then just take your time sitting up.